So, Shazam! Fury of the Gods, my short review. I'm going to tie this into Black Panther, and I'm also going to tie this into Black Adam. Fam, some characters, you just can't give them a movie. You have to just ease them in. Say it with me, ease them in. All right, give them a cameo first. Let us get introduced to the character. Let us warm up to him. This is what happened here in Civil War. Black Panther was not this big name at the time, okay? Now, fast forward 2 years later, after there's an audience, there's energy, it's the right time. Fast forward a little bit later, you get to $1 billion film. This movie did great because people were buying out theaters, something that it does not typically happen. And the film was re-released. So they made sure, and we as people made sure that this film hit $1 billion. This was all 100% grassroots right here. But it was organic. It made sense. Now, this is my opinion, but when Black Adam came out, it came out too close to when Wakanda Forever was coming out. And they basically took their money. So that was just not a good strategic move. And I think what they thought was, so many disgruntled Black Panther fans was going to boycott and get their money over to DC. Well, it didn't happen like that. But that's just speculation. But they should have spaced it out. They should have had this spaced out better in between Thor: Love and Thunder and Wakanda Forever. There was a little happy space that I think August that this film should have dropped, because the Wakanda Forever dropped in November. August, even September, they should have dropped this film. Fast forward the next year, you got Shazam! Fury of the Gods. It was a good film. It's really good for kids, but again, kids aren't into superheroes like adults are. And for some reason, Marvel and DC really swears that there's this big audience for kids into these superhero movies. And there is, but just not as much as they are into anime and manga and stuff like that. This should have been tapered and set up for adults, and it wasn't. And currently, as we speak, they're taking a massive hit at the box office. But I think that by far the biggest space they dropped the ball, they should have had Shazam in the Black Adam movie in a little bit of a battle or a little cameo or whatever, right? Then they even should have had a final showdown between Black Adam and Shazam and Fury of the Gods. You could have kept the same title, but that's what people want to see. I know The Rock was like, I'm bigger than that. I should be fighting Superman. Well, guess what? You could have had it. You could have had this guy come back. You pushed for Henry Cavill to come in your film. Y'all could have pushed for him to come in this one. Y'all would have at least made some serious bank. In Black Adam, you could have made some serious bank in Fury of the Gods. You got to set up your blocks. You got to know what's an A-list hero and what's not an A-list hero and set them up so they can win.